Hello, everybody. I'm here to speak to you, and nothing in this room is imagery. It's just my bedroom. So don't read into anything. I don't know why I said that, but it's fun. So, the reason I'm making this video is because Joe Biden won Super Tuesday. And I'm in this point of being filled with disgust and with um, laughable recognition that so many people are now really upset. They're calling everything fake news. They're saying things are rigged. They're saying, it's like this is a private organization. They really can do whatever they want. And what they need to do is trick you into thinking that you have a voice, thinking you have a choice, set up the rules so that the inevitability of their choice is the inevitability of their choice. It is not it was not a system. The DNC system is not designed. It hasn't been designed for the empowerment of the voters. It is a trick and a trap to continue to enrich themselves. I think it's hilarious that people are now. I mean, like Joe Biden, the creepiness, the corruption, the proven policy problems, but yet any blue will do for some people still. It really blows my mind. And now I'm not saying, now here's why. I'm not saying that you have to vote for Trump, but I'm saying that the conversation should continue to be pressed forth even harder right now, in order to attempt to try to sway Costco to start carrying Nilla wafers. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to carry Nilla wafers, then they don't have to carry Nilla wafers. But I don't have to like it. We don't have to like it. I don't have to support it. I don't even have to pretend to support it. Like, pretty much what's going to happen with me now is that I'm going to, like, with the whole Russia thing, I posted every single day because it was an important issue to me. And I was considering, and now I'm actually kind of reneging on my own thoughts, reneging on my own thoughts, that I was going to post every day because getting your voice out is important. I was very quiet for most of the after the Russia. I did some things. Then Ukraine, I did one or two things, and I popped up every once in a while. But I took a lot of time off because, well, one, nobody was really attacking people anymore. My main thing was, if I knew you in college and I say I like Trump, or what's the deal with Trump? What's the deal with Trump? Then they'd be like, yeah, you're this and this, and how could you be this, and how could you think this? You must be this. It's like, ugh, no, stop it, stop it. But that hasn't happened that much. Now they are just attacking Trump, and if someone wants to call Trump a racist, it's like, I don't think he's a racist, but I don't care as long as you're not calling me a racist or supporters racist, because supporters of every single candidate have horrible people and wonderful people. So just stop. That was my thing. But I really wanted to not kind of dissuade people who wanted to vote any blue or do. I mean, I wanted to say any blue or do, which I brought up a lot, but I didn't want to really go in too deep with different candidates, because I really felt it was important that the conversation regarding policies and the moving forward of America should not be sullied by someone who was just like, you're crazy, what? I did, although I did actively go against Biden from the very, very beginning. So I guess that's my disgust, is because this corrupt guy, who is provenly corrupt, could be the Democratic nomination. I mean, it's like people go, oh, I want to see him on stage with Trump. It's like, I don't want to see him on stage with at all. I want to see the American people choose somebody that can, not necessarily, well, no, obviously someone who can go against Trump. And now I mean go against Trump. I don't mean take Trump down for taking Trump's down sake. I mean take on Trump, challenge his policies, applaud the good ones, call out the bad ones, and discuss on how the good ones can be improved upon, or how the bad ones could be also improved upon. Because because that conversation needed to really happen. I mean, and it just got really pointless. Um, so Joe Biden wins Super Tuesday with all of his gaffes and whatnot. See, I don't really care about his gaffes so much as his connection to the old school. Like one of the reasons I didn't vote for Trump at the time, but like one of the reasons I was supporting the idea of him is because the establishment needed to be shaken up. One of the comments I made a long time ago, 4 years ago, was that I don't want somebody that already knows where the corrupted money should go. You know, like when Hillary was running, it was like, I don't want somebody who's like, oh, no. We're gonna send Poroshenko his money. Don't worry about it. No. We're gonna send the money. Don't worry. You're gonna get it. You're gonna send it back to me. It's all good. So it's already signed off. No worries. No need to look into it. We'll just send the money. And you'll send it back, and then we'll keep doing it. Don't worry about it. I wanted somebody to go in and be like, well, wait a second. What is this? What is this here? Like, why are we sending this here and this here and why? And like, if this money's sent here, then this is here. It's like one of the most interesting uh, um, corrupt scandals that I just learned about maybe about a week ago was if a company goes to the local politician and asks, we need 100,000, let's just say $10, because the money doesn't, fuck it, $100,000. They need $100,000 for a project. They do all the paperwork, and let's say even that's company, let's say that they are 100% above board. Doesn't even matter. Let's just say they are. I mean, it doesn't matter, but let's just say for this example that they are. So they get $100,000. They say we need $100,000 to build whatever, a catapult, whatever. Then the politician will go to the people that give the money out, and say they need $100,000, and then the people will say, sure, $100,000. What a great project, catapult, perfect. Let's give them the money. So then that politician would say, wonderful, thank you, and then they would take the money. Then they would go back to the company and say, you know what? Here's got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is you got the money, got some money. The bad news is it's only $90,000, or I guess $900,000, $100,000 doesn't matter. Then they would keep the rest of it for themselves. Now, one of the things that I also find interesting is that AOC brought up the idea, the concept that when you go into Congress, whatever she's in, I'm sorry, I should be able. But when you go into Congress, you go the first day you're involved. You go into the room, and then like it's a big Republicans and Democrats together, and then they're talking about whatever they're talking about, and then they're like, okay, now if you're a Republican, you go here, and if you're a Democrat, go here. And then AOC was saying that when you go into the Democrat room, they're like, listen, we gotta take those Republicans down no matter what. It's a money game. It's a money game. So, what I'm thinking about that concept is kind of the prison. When people go to prison, they say, "Well, don't send the people to prison. It's like a college for criminality." I think the DNC is a college for criminality in the political sense. I mean, if you think about all these parties, you're like, oh man, how'd you get that? It's like, well, let me tell you. I mean, I had this contractor come into my office at 4 in the afternoon. And you wanted something, so I said I can probably help you out. You know, the I was about to call it corruption, and I have been calling it corruption. But what it's not corruption, it's their business model. It's just their business model. The trick is tricking you into thinking that they are for the people when they're not. I mean, goodness gracious, they're not even a nonprofit. I mean, I guess they couldn't be a nonprofit because then the government would give them money, and I do understand that. Oh man, 4 more years of Trump because the DNC was afraid to lose money. And the money that Joe Biden engenders is similar to the money that Hillary Clinton engenders, is that dark criminal acquisition of money. Now, if I were the DNC, I would have got rid of all the super delegates and literally just run it like one vote, one voice, and then whoever rises to the top, at least they rise to the top based on political, no, excuse me, on personal validation from individuals versus financial obligations. I'm just going to laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. Now, this video's I've kind of emptied my tank a little bit, so thank you. But I guess the final thing is, what if Joe Biden were to actually overcome Trump and win the election? Now, I guess what I'm asking myself is, would I accept it? And the thing is, I would have to accept it. My action after that would be to really kick up my art and really get my voice out there. So that's what I'm gonna do eventually.